As some of you might know, if you've been watching me for a minute and paying attention to what I've been talking about theoretically doing, I want to organize my bookshelves, which I have, essentially. There is more to go, but I have made like the first major step, which is categorizing everything by genre. And then there will be a lot more like nuance after that, but like that was step number one. And it kind of going along with that, something I wanted to do was make videos on this channel for every genre that I have in all of the books on my TBR, because I have in the past made a very lengthy, just full TBR video with all of the books on my TBR, but they're over 600. That's not realistic, and it kind of overwhelms me to think about, so I'm not doing that. But what I wanted to do was make videos for each genre. I would like to like have them all done this year, hopefully. We'll see if that actually gets done this year, because again, like I said, I have more than 600 books on my physical TBR, but I did want to make videos of just like all my TBR books by genre to kind of break them down and make it seem like manageable, and actually like to think about the books that I have. And when I look at them by genre, I start to notice like the genres I buy a lot of and don't read, and like the genres I specifically need to stop buying from. Like mentally, it's how my brain works. So I don't know if this video is really useful to anyone other than me, but this is part one of that project. And this is the mystery thriller part, which I combine the two because I don't have enough mysteries to really justify their own video. It would be like one very small stack of books, so I just combined them in with my thrillers to make one slightly larger but still mostly manageable video. So this is just literally all of the adult mystery thriller books that I own and have yet to read. The Last Juror by John Grishom, Still Life by Louise Penny, The Widow by Fiona Barton, I Let You Go by Clare Mackintosh, Chaos by Patricia Cornwell, A Thin Dark Line by Tami Hoag, The Apprentice and The Sinner by Tess Gerritsen, which are books 2 and 3 in the Rizzolian Isle series, The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins, The One I Left Behind by Jennifer McMahon, The Silent Ones by K.L. Slater, Darkley Dreaming Dexter by Jeff Lindsey, The Perfect Girl by Gilly MacMillan, all 6 books in the Grant County series by Karin, which are, in no particular order, A Faint Cold Fear, Indelible, Beyond Reach, Blindsighted, Faithless, and Kisscut. The Good Girl by Mary Kubica, The Passenger by Lisa Lutz, The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides, The Trespasser by Tana French, which I believe is book 4 in the Dublin Murder Squad series, or 5. I've read the first 2, and I know this isn't the 3rd one. The Perfect Husband and The Third Victim by Lisa Gardner, Red Dragon and Silence of the Lambs by Thomas Harris, 3 Agatha Christie books, Postern of Fate, Easy to Kill, and Curtain. Also 3 Lisa Jackson books, which I know are romantic suspense, but the ones I've read have tended much more towards thriller than romance, so I'm categorizing these as thrillers. Shiver, Close to Home, and Final Scream. And then finally, my last stack of books that I'm afraid to pick up because they're all hardbacks. I own the entire Nikki Heat series by Richard Castle, which is quite heavy. So again, in no particular order, these are High Heat, Crashing Heat, Heat Rises, Heat Wave, Naked Heat, Raging Heat, Heat Storm, which I'm fairly certain is a crossover between his other series, Derek Storm. Again, Richard Castle is a fictional person, so these are basically fake books, but they're real. Driving Heat, Deadly Heat, and the final book, Frozen Heat. So if you were counting, that was 43 books, which isn't necessarily that many, but this was probably the smallest section of books on my shelf. Basically, all the other genres that I cover from this point on are probably going to be more than 43 books because I don't buy too many thrillers and I tend to read them fairly quickly. So let me know down below if you've read any of these, what you thought of them if you have, if you would like to buddy read any of these, if you thought they were trash, if you've heard trash things about them, if you've heard wonderful things about them, let me know. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you will tune in for the rest of the series whenever I get around to filming it.